What's up? What is up, everybody? How are you guys doing today, man? You already know how it go. It is your boy B back with another video. And guys, today we're going to be talking about unbanning. We're going to be talking about unbanning on eBay. All right. Now, I want to make this clear, and I want to show you guys how much I am involved in the comments. Okay. Now, when it comes to comments, sorry guys, I'm going live on TikTok as well. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow your boy. Okay. What is my TikTok name? I think my TikTok name is EducatedHustler, right? Yo, what's my TikTok name, y'all? Oh, I don't even remember. Hold on. Bro, I don't know my TikTok name. Ain't it TikTok/EducatedHustler or Hustler taught me? Yo, what is my TikTok? Anyway, no matter what, my TikTok is educated__hustler. All right, anyway, back to what I was saying, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, and I hope you guys had a great day. Today, we're going to be talking about eBay getting unbanned. I'm trying to stick to making sure my lives get directly to the point, so let me not get off track. Now, when it comes to being banned on eBay, I want to make a few things clear before we actually deep dive, okay? Now, what's up, Okade4117? I am okay, man. I'm okay. I cannot complain. I'm blessed and stressed. But at the same time, I'm trying to just profit, build, and grow, push myself further. And, you know, all of that. I am struggling, trying to, you know, stay motivated, just like all of us, right? I have times where I don't even want to work, where I don't want to do certain things, but I try and stay motivated by thinking about my why. Why am I doing this? What is the purpose? What type of things will I lose if I stop, right? So I look at all these things and, you know, it helps me, okay? And I hope you're doing well too, okay? Now, when it comes to getting unbanned on eBay, I want to make sure you guys understand what I mean. Now, eBay does restrict accounts. eBay does do policy violations, copyright infringement, a bunch of different things, but being banned is what I consider when you're no longer able to have an account, right? Every time you sign up, they try to either deny you or they just take your account right back down. Now, everybody out there that has suffered this, I have students that I have people that aren't students that hit me up in my DM. I have people that leave comments on the videos. I know, I understand. But if I was to tell you right now that eBay is going to treat you fairly, especially with the unbanning process, I'd be lying. eBay is not always going to treat you fair. They're not always going to do right. They are sometimes going to side with the customer and not side with you. These things can become very demotivating, right? Like you can lose motivation, not want to sell on a platform. This has happened to me. But one thing, I heard that using same details is risky. It is very risky, and we're going to talk about that because see, when I built my eBay, when I first started, I remember I was paying my electric bill with eBay, and we call it Pico out here in Philly, right? So I was paying my Pico bill with the money I made. Well, one day I got banned for selling reps, which I don't advise. Okay, and I thought that I could just go ahead and list again or try to create another account. Well, when I tried that, guys, I immediately was sent an email. Hey, your account has conflicting information that is on another eBay account, and then they denied me. Nowadays, it takes a little while for them to actually tell you they're restricting your account, but nevertheless, it sucks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually walk you guys through steps that I actually took then and now to make sure I can have multiple eBay accounts. They can coexist, live, flourish, and most importantly, I can profit. Now, what gets your account banned? Well, selling fake products, lying to customers, not shipping on time. I think the first thing we have to do is take accountability, right? A lot of people seem to feel like they are a victim when it comes to getting banned. Well, none of us are. Like, we all do things wrong. I remember it was a time where I was selling a bunch of stuff on eBay, but I wasn't shipping it because it was so many things that I started to feel like, damn, like I can't keep up. Like, I'll be on my way to the post office and then boom, another order came in. And then boom, another order came in. And I used to get so frustrated. I'll be like, all right, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll keep pushing it back. And then my seller rating went down. So again, we're not perfect. Whoever's watching this, you're not perfect. You done messed up if you got banned, okay? Take accountability. Now, I do want to make this clear. When you are trying to email eBay to make an appeal, I'll give you guys a tip, a hint, a trick. Do not try and defend yourself. Defending yourself, trying to make a case and say, oh my God, the customer, or oh my God, eBay, you're wrong. All of those things are just going to leave them to just keep you banned. We have a team that does work with unbanning, and they are usually our eBay automation assistants. And what they have found is really, really helpful when you're messaging eBay is accepting it. Like saying, hey, listen, I know I wasn't shipping to every customer, and that is not what you guys expect from sellers like myself on your platform. What I'm going to do moving forward is X, Y, and Z to make sure this doesn't happen again. Doing this seems to have eBay give you some grace. We have got I believe, out of 84 accounts that we have been sent, and we have been able to send appeals, we've got like 53 unbanned just from appeals. So that does work. I'm telling you, literally being able to talk to eBay and just be accountable. Like, all right, listen, eBay, you know what I mean? Like, I do know that I was selling this product. This product wasn't high quality. And to be honest, I know that it hurt the platform. And I honestly feel bad about that. You know, I'm a new seller. This is my first selling platform. And I promise that moving forward, I'll do quality checks. I'll make sure that I'm not putting myself in the position. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Harmony. Thank you. I know for a fact that you guys expect more from us, and I will do my best to make sure that I'm providing or over exceeding that expectation. So being able to do these things and being able to talk and articulate yourself to eBay without making excuses does pan out well. But sometimes it doesn't work. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, back in the day, you would be able to just hop on the phone with eBay, talk to a rep, and the rep usually would say, we can't approve you, and I can't let you know why. It's just we can't approve you to get reinstated. And I remember those calls. If you're an OG to eBay, you know what I'm talking about. When you call and you're trying to complain or trying to get unbanned or trying to get something rectified, even when it's just with a case, and they just like, oh, we can't serve you any longer. And you're like, yo, what the heck? I used to be so pissed off, y'all. It's not even funny, man. I used to be mad. I'm like, yo, what you mean? But that's exactly how I used to be. So here's a roadmap, okay? Now, if you're watching me on TikTok, check me out. Go to YouTube, type in Educated Hustler. I'm live on there as well, okay? I would love for you guys to see my screen. Now, here's the Unban Me roadmap. Now, I want to make this clear too, and I know I've been saying I want to make this clear a lot. I guess that's like the segue. I guess it's like the segue when I'm like talking or something. But I'm really big on speech and public speaking. So like when I talk, I like to understand what I'm saying. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, wesply.com, right? You can go ahead right now for free. Go to learn and go over to product reselling. We added some new guides for you guys, and for free, you can now get the wait. Maybe it's on beacons now. That thing better be up now. Educated__. So let's go to Instagram real quick now. Now it should be. I think that they ain't put it on the website for a reason, and I'm not sure about the reason. Whoa, I don't know what that post was right there. Okay. The Unban Me guide is right here, guys. So go to my Instagram, go to my TikTok. If you click the link in the bio, you'll see this, and it's the eBay Unban Me readiness checklist. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this under our live video right now. So this is gonna be something that you literally can follow with me, or you guys can get this after the video. It's free. I'm not charging you guys for it or anything. This is a checklist. If you are banned or trying to prevent yourself from getting banned, you can use this. Download the eBay Unban Me checklist. All right, so now it's here for you guys because I do want to make sure y'all straight. And again, it's free. It's no charge, guys. Wait. They ain't do what I told them to do now. Hold on now. Maybe this ain't it. Hold up now. We got a hiccup now. Hold up. Wait a minute. Because something ain't right now. Hold up. Because it shouldn't be. Hold on. Don't go there. Don't go there. Because that's not it. That's not the checklist. That's the guide. So I want to make sure you guys can get the guide. Give me 1 second, y'all. I want to make sure y'all can get this guide. Because this guide is going to have this roadmap that I'm about to show you guys. But it's also going to have other things. It's going to have Mercari. It's going to have how you can make sure you're staying active on Mercari, eBay. It's going to have a bunch of different things. But I think what happened was I was waiting for it to get launched until I went live. And I don't think they launched it. So let me make sure we're straight. Because it's important to me that this is not, okay, it's not something people have to pay for. It should not be something people have to pay for. Okay, all right, cool. We're good. All right, so again, all right, work straight. You could just go, what they just said, you could just go to wesply.com. So let's try that. Well, let's try that one more time now. One more time. Y'all got to get it together now. Hold up. Okay, here we go. Okay, the eBay account, urban readiness checklist right here, okay, for free. All right, I'm going to put this right here. Okay, we ain't putting that. Now, the $50 one, that's the one that has all of the steps broken down. And then I have another one coming out where you get a course of me speaking, but plus you can get a call right after for free. So I can actually do it with you. So those are coming. I'm not here to talk about bread, to be honest. I'm not here to talk about trying to sell you guys a product. I'm here to talk about the steps. So I just wanted to let you guys know on Educated Hustler, I put that on the video. I'll put it on the video when Hustler taught me as well. But this is the link, okay? Now, when it comes to us getting unbanned, the first thing you want to always do is contact eBay. Now, I just talked about it a little bit, but contacting eBay is one of the easiest parts, but it's also one of the most tedious and sometimes can be the most defeating. Because when you try to contact eBay, there's no guarantee that they're going to actually reverse it. There's no guarantee that they're going to actually comply or even help you out, right? Now, if you're somebody out there where eBay is saying, yo, we need your invoice, right? Now, I just got off a call with somebody, I think it was yesterday, where he was telling me how, you know, with distributors that he uses, he provided the invoices to eBay, but eBay still declined him. Well, the reason eBay declines you when you have invoices from AliExpress or Alibaba or any of those platforms is actually because it shows that that product is fake. I'll give you guys an example. Let's say you're selling this on eBay and they say, hey, we need you to send us invoices of where you actually brought this from, just so we can verify that you have the quantity to sell and also verify that it's actually from a supplier. Well, when you do that, what ends up happening is they're trying to verify, and they're not trying to steal your sale or anything like that. They're literally trying to see if you're selling fraudulent stuff. And AliExpress, Alibaba, the way they put the products on their invoices sometimes, and they're not even invoices, they're order receipts, it shows that these are generic products. Think about it like this. When you went to go get those reps from AliExpress or Alibaba or DHgate, they weren't called AirPod Gen 2 headphones, right? They were called some other stuff like Gongs Pods or something, right? That is going to get you banned, okay? Like, that's literally going to get eBay to say, oh, well, yeah, he's definitely selling fraudulent stuff. Let's go ahead and take his account, right? So what you want to make sure is you have a supplier that provides real invoices. Now, even if you do not buy products from us and you need an invoice, never hesitate to go over to the website, type in the chat, hey, I would like to go ahead and purchase an invoice. We sell invoices for like $10. I ain't gonna lie. Don't tell nobody I told you, but we got you, okay? Now, if you buy products from us, obviously, every time you order, you get an invoice with the product name so that you actually can show that it's a legitimate and you have a supplier, okay? Now, this will be towards the appeal process, okay? And this is going to be something where you have to provide that information. And providing that information, again, you don't want to argue. You want to try and be as accountable as possible. Like, yeah, I know I did this and, you know, I really regret it. And if I could, I would do this different by doing this, that, and the third, okay? The next one is take a note of all information you have on the old account. Now, if you're an OG to reselling, you know this. You want to make sure that whatever information you have it written down. If you don't have a business plan, if you don't have anything within your business written down, I'm a little scared for you, because you should always have a structure of how you want to run your business. The problem is a lot of people think small but don't want to make small money. A lot of people think small but want to make big money, right? You have some people that's like, oh my God, I'm going to sell on Macari. And they're like selling on Macari but don't even have a business name. How are you going to actually build that empire that you want to build, but you're not treating it like the empire you want it to be? Make sure that you guys have some type of purpose, direction, and also a plan, order of operations, so that you can make sure that you're putting yourself in the best position possible. So you want to know, all right, this is the address I'm using. This is the name I'm using. This is the email I'm using. This is the phone number I'm using. This is the bank account I'm using. You know what I mean? This is the EIN I'm using if you're using a business account already. Like, you need to know this stuff. Like, I like to put all my information in Google Sheets so I can access it no matter where I'm at. Now, the reason you're going to take all this information down in this case is because if you do get banned, you don't want to use any of that information. So, like, if I could give you guys an example for real, I probably would do something like this, right? I'll go probably to like Google Sheets right now, right? And I'm teaching you guys how to get unbanned from start to finish. So just stick with your boy, okay? I got you. I got your back like a brush strap. You already know how I go, man. All right. So what I would do, right, is I would get a Google Sheet, and then I would do, hold on. I would do email. And this is what I have. I have this for all 7 of my eBay accounts, personal ones, but we have multiple eBay accounts. We work with over 800 eBay accounts a month with eBay automation. And this is sort of kind of our own structure. We do eBay, email, password. Hold on. We do address. We do business name. We do business name. And these are all the things you need to make sure you have for your eBay account, okay? So email, password, business name, phone number. Okay. What else? Bank info. So I would say checking. So I would just be like checking and routing. The reason why I would do checking and routing is because when you have your business account, you want to make multiple checking accounts, and the routing number is always going to be the same. Okay. So I would have my routing number, but then I would have multiple checking accounts. And this helps me when it comes to me knowing exactly what account is connected to what. Then you want to do EIN. Okay. And then when you have all this information, now with all the accounts, you're putting this information. I suggest that if you are doing an eBay business account, you have like 5 accounts. Yep. I said it, 5 accounts. You should have like 5. And if you don't want to create that many, at least make 2 or 3 and leave the other 2 just naked, where you're not doing nothing on them. They're just there. Why? Because when you have an eBay already, it's way easier for you to pick up and start. That's, common sense, because you already have it. It's already existing. That means you don't have to worry about duplicating any information. You don't have to worry about like having to relist products and hope that the traction stops or doesn't stop or keeps going. Whatever your situation is, having another eBay account can just catapult you. It can also be a safety net. So yeah. So now, with this being said, it's important that I break down. Should I do that yet? Hold on real quick. Let me make sure. No, we're going to wait. We're going to wait because I want to stay on. We're going to wait. We're going to wait because this is important. You got to listen to everything I'm about to say, okay? Delete the app and your products. Now we're getting into very detailed steps, okay? Detailed steps. Delete the app. I didn't say hide the app. I didn't say log out the app. I said delete the app. Brandon, why would I delete it? I'm glad you asked. Well, the reason you're going to delete the app is not out of superstition. It's not because I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so paranoid. No, it's because The app is consistently drawing your modem identification number. It's drawing exactly where your modem, where your phone, your cellular, it's like it's getting your location on a consistent basis, okay? That is going to continue to train eBay how you move, and we don't want that, and it's a reason, okay? Delete that. Now, if you are on a computer and you use it on a computer, clear your cookies, clear your cache, do all of that, and let it go. But before you delete your eBay, well, not delete it, but log out of your eBay, I want you to do one thing, and that's take down every single product. Every single product. You hit the little square that says select all, delete every product. Now, the reason you're deleting every product is because you don't want eBay to be able to tie your new account with the old account. And sometimes we've seen that the new account was squeaky clean, crystal clear difference. But they just assume it's similar because you're selling the same products, same price point. And like, we can show you, Mr. Jones. How? Well, here's a screenshot of this account versus yours. Can you tell me the difference? And it's like you're using the same product pictures. Now, let's make this clear. When you do start with your eBay, trying to build it back, yes, they can always go back and see the history, but it doesn't seem they do that. It doesn't seem like they do that deep of a dive, but I do know for a fact there's other situations on why you want to delete the products. Another one is because sometimes if you keep those products up, and let's say you're restricted, or you're put on a ban for a certain amount of days and then it gets lifted, but you're like, I don't want to deal with this account no more because it's really hot. Every time I list something, I'm getting flagged. Well, you're going to still be competing against the products that are already on your store. That can become very counterproductive, okay? Now, the next thing. And again, guys, we're getting into detail. Every time I say another step, I'm going to emphasize detail because people be like, oh my God, Brandon, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work for me. Well, bro, it didn't work for you, bro, because you're not listening. Delete the app, delete all the products. Use another device. What does that mean? It means use another device. You know how many people I have actually booked calls with me and they're like, yeah, how do I get unbanned? Okay, you got to do this, and this. And then I say, okay, you should be good. And then they'll call me a week later. Hey, my account is banned. I'm like, why? Okay, did you do this? Did you do this? Yeah. Well, did you use another device? No, I just used the incognito window. But bro, that's not what I told you, bro. I had said delete the app, delete the products, and use another device. You know what I mean? Like another device. Why? The device has a IP address, whether it's your modem, your internet, whether it is your phone or your computer or your TV. I had people try to do it on the TV. I'm like, bro, it still is connecting to the same address, bro. Use another device, okay? So even if it's your mom, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your mom, your grandma, your uncle, your auntie, your stepdaughter, your stepson, use somebody else's device. All right, next, use another Wi-Fi. The reason you want to use another Wi-Fi is because of what I just said. What we found is that when we try to create when we try to create eBays on the same Wi-Fi, it always ends up getting either banned right away or it's like we have like a target on our back. And a lot of the times it's because we're using the same Wi-Fi. Now I have about 4 different Wi-Fis in the warehouse. I have a bunch of different Wi-Fis that I utilize. I'll even go to McDonald's. I'll go to a mall. I'll go to Starbucks. Like you can literally set your eBay up on different Wi-Fi. It could be a public Wi-Fi. And I want you guys to think about it like this, right? Let me explain to you guys why it's so deep. Think about like you are in an office building, okay? And let's say you're in an office building and you're creating an eBay in that office building, okay? Well, they know where that office building is now. and they know the IP address you utilized to get the connection to actually connect to eBay. But then what happens if you get banned and then you go back on that internet and try again? Well, guess what? You're most likely not going to get banned, because if they did their research and they looked up that IP address, or the system, the AI system looked it up, I'm sure there's other people in that office building that have eBay, right? And that's similar to when you go to like a Chick-fil-A or a McDonald's or a Starbucks. Yes, it's a public Wi-Fi, but it also is tied into a business, which gives you a little bit more flexibility. Because I do have people asking me like, well, I'm sure someone created an eBay with this Wi-Fi, so why can't I use mine? Well, yours is a private Wi-Fi. They're not even on. They're not letting you like McDonald's or Walmart. They're not letting you utilize. They're not letting you utilize their private network. It's their public network. Each modem has two different types of networks: a private and then a public. Just to let y'all know, business Wi-Fi. So you have access to the public. The private is usually faster, and it requires a password. So that's why I'm saying, like, make sure you're using another Wi-Fi. Use a public one, because you'll be tied to a public IP address, which then will help you. Okay. Now, when you're on that new device, and you're using a new Wi-Fi, you are then going to use an incognito browser. Okay. People ask me, why not a VPN? Okay. I'm going to say this for everyone in the back. I'm going to say this for everyone in the front. That is the fastest way to get banned. Because one day you'll be pinging in Australia. The next day you'll be depending in North Philly. You'll be in Canada. Then you'll be in California. You'll be in Washington. And then you'll be in China. I'm telling you right now, VPNs don't work. If anything, they make your whole thing more hot. Even with like Netflix, when you try to log into multiple Netflix accounts and use a VPN, Netflix definitely is on top of it. This is not what you want to do. Do not use the VPN. Just use an incognito browser. Yes, I'm aware that there are ways for an incognito browser to leak your IP address. But this is not, from our experience, what eBay is going to do. They're not going to be deep diving into the IP address if you're using an incognito browser. Another question I get all the time: how long do I have to use the incognito browser? You just got to use it to set the account up. Okay, and we're going to talk about how you can log into the account later in a second. Okay, I'm going to start talking even slower because we're about to get into more steps. And I'm telling y'all, people get these steps wrong. Use new device. Use another Wi-Fi. Use incognito browser on the new device. Use a new email. Use a new number. Use a new account number with your bank or a new bank account. Use a new name. Use a new address. These are 5 things you need to do new. 5 things. If you skip one, you got a high chance of being banned again. Now, if you do a new email, but you don't do a new number, you may get banned. If you do a new name, new number, new address, but no new bank account, you might get banned. See, these are all details that eBay actually has access to and seems to be using an AI system to pair up with different duplicate accounts, right? So my name is Brandon. How many Brandons do you think is in the world, right? But then it may say, okay, well, we don't want this Brandon to sell on this platform no more. So let me analyze the data on this account to see if it matches up with this Brandon. Oh, it doesn't match up. Okay, he's good. Okay. Use a new email. Go to Google, Yahoo, wherever you want. New number. Use a text now number. Use your sister number. use your grandma number, use somebody's number. Only reason you need the number is to do the little verification code anyway. Bank account. Now, this is the hardest for people, and I understand it. I get it, okay? Some people have a problem understanding this bank account situation. So we're going to break this down, okay? The reason you need a new bank account, because, see, eBay used to allow you to get paid on PayPal, and it used to be like, just change to PayPal. The problem, now they want you to connect directly to your bank account. This is actually helping them identify who the person is. Now, here's where people, they just get it messed up, which we're going to talk about. You're going to have an EIN. You're going to have a business EIN. Your business name, okay, needs to be on your business account. If you don't have a business account, I'm talking about with the bank, but you have an EIN, which you're going to need. You need an EIN. Go to irs.gov, get you an EIN. It's free. You're going to need to make sure that you have that business name on your account. If you don't want to do it that way, yes, you can do it with yourself. You just got to make sure when they ask you what the business name is on eBay, you say the business name is Brandon or whatever your name is. And that should also be on your IRS paperwork, okay? Now, you get all of this stuff instantly. You can go get your EIN instantly. You can't get it right now because the website is closed, but the website opens, I believe, like 7 a.m. to like 6 p.m. We'll look it up in a second. But again, the bank account is really important. If you do have a bank account already, and let's say you're like, damn, I messed up this bank account. No, you didn't. All you got to do, go to the bank, be like, hey, bank, I need to change my checking number, my checking account number. They're going to be like, why? Well, I let an employee use my business card or my card I use for business, and for some reason, I can't find it. And I honestly want to change my checking because I don't know what type of ACH transactions or whatever the type of transaction. I'm trying to remember what my account was telling me to say. But it's like, hey, my business is now compromised because I gave my account information to a business associate, and now I need to make sure that they don't have access. When you say that, usually the bank will literally say, go into a branch, just change your number, and you don't have to say anything else. I know my bank, Wells Fargo, they be asking those questions. But when I told them that, like my accountant told me to say, I didn't have any more questions after. It was like really smooth. So that's why I'm telling y'all to say that, okay? Now, let's get into this EIN. I'm going slow. You need to create a LLC. LLC, not sole prop. I might do a video on how to do this because people mess this up too. Okay? All right. Let me show you, because it's really easy, but you definitely need to make sure you're paying attention. Okay? So you can literally just go to Google and just say create EIN or something like that, right? Now, you only want to utilize the irs.gov site, not the ones that are trying to charge you because they think you're stupid. Create an EIN. So you can hit this one, and then this is the one I use. Get an EIN, apply for EIN, and then it's like begin application, but it's closed now. It should be closed now, I believe. This thing is open. You can hit LLC. It's not open. There's no way this thing is open. And then how many members? You could be like 9. You can say 2. I'd rather say 2. Or you can say 1. You have multiple different type of LLCs. I'm not going to confuse you guys. You have a multi-member, and then you have a single member LLC. You want to just do a regular single LLC unless you have a partner. Start a new business, and then you want to hit. Now, people ask me, does this matter? Now, look, why is a single member limit? So you see, I selected single, but if I did this, I believe it would change it to multi. Yeah, it would change it to multi. I actually messed up on my taxes. When I did how many members, I think I put like 2 or 3 when I should have just put 1, because now it's a single, and now with my taxes, it's easier to file file. But when you put multiple members, it becomes a multi-member liability company, and then it makes it more difficult. That's just something I learned, okay? I'm just passing the information on, okay? Now, wow, they're open. Why are they letting me do this late? Maybe it's not as late as I feel it is. Then you want to start filling in all the information, okay? Now, when it asks you what your role is, now this is another thing people ask me about. When you're filling in your EIN, it will say your role. Choose one. I am one of the owners, members, or managing members of this LLC. Or you can do I am a third party applying. Now, you see where it says I am a third party applying? That's actually what the people you pay. Like when we typed in Google, when it was like all these other places that will do the EINs for you, that's where they check because they're doing it on behalf of you. But you're doing it for yourself. I'm glad I was never one of those people that wanted everything done for me. I'm glad I was one of those people that always wanted to do it so I can actually have that experience. And just a tip for all of my business people out there, never allow a service to do shit for you if you don't know how to do it. Because you'll start losing tabs on if they're actually benefiting you or they're just taking your bread. I learned that with a bunch of stuff, marketing, product fulfillment, even when it came to UPS drivers, right? I want to know all the logistics in my business because that's how you can make sure your outsourcing is monitored, right? You always have to have somebody looking at somebody. Like I got somebody looking at my account. I got somebody looking at my eBay automation reps. I got somebody looking at the people that are distributing the products for me. I got somebody looking at everybody, right? Because you just never know, and you want to make sure you know how to do it because you'll have people acting like they're experts in your business that don't know diddly squiddly squat and they don't mess your up, okay? And you don't want that to happen. I'm telling you, right? So you fill out the information, and then it's going to ask you to put in your address. Now, this is another place where people mess up. You're going to put in an address that you actually want your business to be registered under. Never do your house. Now, I've had a store on Broad Street. I've had multiple stores. I've always put it as that store number that I have, and that has always worked. You can get a digital address. You can get Now, let's say you don't got none of that. Let's say you broke, because I want to make this clear. I'm not trying to tell people how to finesse, but I will teach you guys how I started, right? I would go ahead and go on Zillow. I'll look up like business offices, and then I'll just use the business office address because I can always change it. But I find that if I use the business office address, then I was more in the clear because eBay cannot verify much when it's a bunch of different offices, nor are they going to take the time to do it, right? That's just a tip. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just telling you I did. When I first started, I ain't had no address, right? But I wouldn't use my physical personal address because who's telling how many accounts you didn't have with that address, right? You can use your neighbors. You can use multiple other ones. But me personally, what did my camera just say? Me personally, I don't use those, okay? I just rather use the business office. It's better, faster, more convenient, okay? I hope y'all can still hear me, right? Y'all can still, let me make sure. What the heck did my camera just say? All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to this, okay? You want to create that LLC. You want to create an eBay business account, okay? So when you're going and creating eBay, I haven't had many people mess this step up, though, which is good, right? Because it's easy. All you do, you're going to go create eBay business account, right? Now, I say create a business account with eBay because you can create multiple, and it is going to ask for your social. Now, people ask me, well, how is it safe for me to put my social in here, but it's not safe for me to use my whole social with personal? Well, what I've found is with business, when you put your last four of your social, that's just to identify and make sure you're a real human, rather than when you do personal, it actually is drawing from your entire social, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right. Now, connect a new address. We already talked about that. Add a new bank account. Now, if you have Chase, if you have Wells Fargo, PNC, all of those places, you can easily get a business account with your EIN. Literally, once you get your EIN number, you can just create a business account. I would just advise you to do that because then you can start tracking how much bread you make from all of your money-making apps. you can start building a relationship with the bank, and that will change your life. And I may make a video on that because that actually helped me. You want to create your profile and add a business logo. Now, when it comes to eBay, don't just use whatever name eBay generates for you. Try to like tie your brand in it. Make your brand logo, like make it legitimate, because when it looks legitimate, it feels legitimate to the customer too. Now, you want to list a small ticket product. Now, people ask me like, what do I list first? Man, I'll list something around the crib, bro. I'm dead serious. When I say I'll even go ahead, I'll go on and I'll take a picture of this Vaseline bottle and I'll go ahead and say, hey, $1.99, right? Now, the reason I'm listing it is not to sell it, but to show eBay that I'm a seller and I'm somebody that's serious, but also not greedy. I'm not trying to finesse. And it usually works, okay? And you want to keep this up for around like 3 days. I'd rather say the longer you wait, the better. I like to just list something and I'll sit. I'll let that product sit just to see if that product stays up. And if the product stays up, we Gucci. You know what I mean? We're good. We don't have no problem. So those are exactly the steps that I utilize to make sure that I'm maintaining my unbanned status so that I am continuing to be able to sell on eBay. And I wanted to bring to you guys those steps because it's important for you guys to realize that, yo, just because your eBay may have got banned, it doesn't mean your reselling journey is over. It doesn't mean you can't list. It doesn't mean you can't sell. You literally can do all those things. You just got to actually do a few different steps. Now, don't mess this account up. You feel me? Like, try your hardest to make sure you're being legitimate. Stop trying to copy off of these fake ass drop shippers and people trying to finesse the system, okay? Be smart, man. We don't got to lie. We don't got to finesse. We could be honest, right? And us being honest is always going to help us, okay? All right, so now what I want to do is I want to show you guys one more time how to get that guide or that checklist, right? So you go to wesply.com, you go over to learn. Now, when you hit learn, you're going to be able to go to product reselling or phone flipping. We're going to go to product reselling. We're going to go to the eBay account unban readiness checklist and just purchase it. Nothing will be charged. You're good. You can get this. This gives you everything that I said. It gives you the roadmap and all of that as well. This site is every day being updated. We have so many things that we're bringing to you guys. I'm just so excited for you guys to be able to see it. It's just more so making sure that you guys are consistently putting yourself in the positions to be able to benefit from certain things, right? I don't know why the heck this thing is looking like this. What the heck? But again, this is a newer site. We're utilizing a bunch of different outsourcing reps for this because what we're trying to do, again, is just make it easier for all of you guys to be able to navigate, especially on mobile, okay? So definitely go ahead and check out that. And I don't even want to talk about eBay automation right now. We'll deal with eBay automation probably next week, but just know there's so many tools for you guys, man. Don't give up. And that's my biggest thing is don't give up on yourself just because things may seem hard. What the heck is going on? Don't give up on yourself just because things may be a little hard. Don't give up on yourself because you feel like eBay is taken from you. I have a bunch of people that share with me a bunch of different things and reasons why they've stopped selling on eBay. And to be honest, they all are legitimate, right? Like sometimes, you know, I've been in that situation where it's like, yo, I'm not even listening, bro. I'm cool. I'm good. Like, I'm going to just find something else because if they could just take my stuff down, bro, I don't want it. And you got to realize, and that's why I tell people, like, yeah, I do get it, but you got to also realize it's not your platform. That's why the goal is to extract these customers from eBay and put them on your website or something. It's not for you to just rely on eBay, right? Because just relying on eBay is just always going to put you in a position where you're just like, you're stuck. You know what I mean? And trust me, you just don't want to end up like that. Okay. I am very confused. I don't like this. But yeah, so that is everything, guys. I appreciate you all. I really do. And I hope that you guys continue to make money work for you. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not going to stay too long, man. We did our hour. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. If you could, definitely make sure you guys are liking the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Definitely go get that checklist and start getting them banned, man. And even if you're not banned, make sure you do these steps just to prevent yourself from being banned, right? It's always good to have a fail-safe so you guys can make sure that you're in control. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.